I just don't know about the Indiana Fever. I don't also know about the Las Vegas Aces. Both of these games, I wasn't necessarily really impressed by either team. It was a good game, especially in the second half with the Las Vegas Aces coming back. And the Indiana Fever were up by 10 points. They took their foot off the gas, and they really allowed the Aces to come back into the game. And AJ Wilson was very phenomenal, especially in the second half. She was terrible in the first half, but in the second half, she showed you why most people consider her the best WNBA player in the world because of her motor, her engine, and she just doesn't stop. And when you need her the most, when you want your best players to shine and to go get baskets and get to the free throw line and to just really take your team home, AJ Wilson continues to show why she is phenomenal and why most people once again consider her why she's the best WNBA player in the world. For the Indiana Fever, I don't know what's going on with their offense. I just feel like it's so slow at times, even though they put up a lot of points in the second half, but that was kind of like playing catch up once the Aces got a pretty big lead. They put up 81 points, but when Caitlin Clark's 3-point shot is not on, it just seems like the Indiana Fever struggle a lot. And also just seems like Caitlin Clark, when her 3-point shot is not going, for whatever reason, nobody knows how to utilize her or get her easy and open looks because she's so busy facilitating, creating, playmaking for everybody else on the team. So that's something that the Indiana Fever are going to have to fix. That's something Stephanie White is going to have to fix. I love how they got Kelsey Mitchell incorporated and involved more so in the second half. She was the best Indiana Fever player in the second half. Aaliyah Boston had a big game, 26 points and 10 rebounds, but most of those baskets came off of Caitlin Clark for it's that two-man game that they like to play. And of course, if you're a big man, a traditional center, you need a guard that can get you easy open looks. That's what Caitlin Clark does constantly for Aaliyah Boston, and that's why that tandem is so special. It just sucks that nobody can really get open looks for Caitlin Clark when she is struggling. Sometimes I feel like she relies too much solely on the 3-point shot, but also it's the coach's responsibility to draw up sets, to draw up plays, to say, like, your 3-point shot isn't falling, so let's draw up a set where you can come off 2 pin downs or you can come off a curl screen and get a easy 15-footer on the basketball court. She's shown this year that she is capable of scoring and utilizing the second level in the basketball court. She shot more mid-range this year so far early on as she has the entirety of last season. So that's something that she's incorporating. That's something that she's capable of doing. But when a 3-point shot is not working, how can Caitlin Clark still be effective offensively with not just being just a decoy? That's something that Stephanie White is going to have to figure out because it just seems like it can be hit or miss when her 3-point shot is not on and when she's not cooking. Plus, with all the responsibility that she has as a passer, as an engine, as a generator as well. So this is something that over the course of Caitlin Clark's career, she's going to continue to develop. She's going to continue to improve on. But the coaches also has to be responsible for setting their best players up for success. And it seems like sometimes when it comes to Caitlin Clark, when she is not cooking for the 3-point line, it just seems like Stephanie White and the coaching staff is not setting her up for success because sometimes they need Caitlin Clark to get going because we know that Caitlin Clark can beat teams with her passing alone. We know that she can beat teams without scoring the ball at all. But when they need her to score, when they need her to cook, when they need her to dominate, when they need her to get it going offensively for her shot and scoring ability, if she's cold, if she's missing shots, if she's not getting easy and open looks, that hurts the Indiana Fever. The Indiana Fever are a much better team when Caitlin Clark is, to me, I feel like being aggressive as a scorer first, then rather just starting the game off, facilitating, passing, because the passing vision and is always second nature to her. That's something like she has that in her arsenal, in her toolbox. But I just feel like if you're going to utilize the tandem with Aaliyah Boston and Caitlin Clark, which is fine because I've said multiple times, you need to play certain games through Aaliyah Boston because she's a big man. It's going to help when the game slows down, especially in the postseason. But at the same time, you want Caitlin Clark scoring, getting easy open looks, getting shots, getting layups early on so she can gain a rhythm because we know shooters are rhythm players. And Caitlin Clark, as great as she is, one of her best attributes is her 3-point shooting ability. So I've yet to see really Stephanie White incorporate a game plan offensively where Caitlin Clark is getting easy threes or in easy looks throughout games, especially when she is struggling. She's known for taking difficult shots. She's known for being a 4-level scorer. She's known for doing the impossible at times. But that doesn't mean just because you have a player that is known for doing that and that's always doing that, you want to make the game easier on your superstar, especially when you have your superstar has to be responsible for generating and incorporating everybody on the basketball court for their passing and their playmaking ability. So Caitlin Clark also 16 career assists with 10 assists or more. That's so she has, what was this? This is her 16 career game, I'm sorry, with 10 assists or more. The rest of Indiana Fever's franchise history in totality is 16. So she ties that. She's going to shatter that record, of course. Just goes to show you that she's one of the elite passers and playmakers in this game. Already, to me, probably the greatest passer the WNBA has ever seen already in year 2. I'm sorry that's going to offend some people, but that's just the fact of the matter. It's like we never seen a guard with the passing vision, ability, and creativity as of Caitlin Clark, even though she's a sophomore in the WNBA. But it was a good game. The Las Vegas Aces stopped their losing streak, and right now they're 6-7. The Indiana Fever are 6-7. And right now, so far, early on, both these teams look like potential first-round exits. The Fever look like a first-round exit. The Las Vegas Aces look like a first-round exit. Even though A'ja Wilson dominated, because she's just special. A'ja Wilson is special. She shows, once again, why she has the claim for most people as the best WNBA player in the world. Her engine, her motor, her relentlessness to compete. A'ja Wilson shows that no matter how bad of a game she's having, she's still playing hard. She's still being aggressive offensively and defensively. She's one of the best rim protectors and shot blockers in the league. In this game, she had several phenomenal blocks that were kind of momentum changers. Like she changed the momentum with her defensive tenacity and her blocking shots. It's like how Caitlin Clark can change the entire momentum of a game with her making 3-point shots. Sometimes I feel like A'ja Wilson can do that with her defensive ability when she's blocking shots and she's swatting shots out of bounds. Like she's very special. She had 18 points in the second half. She was 6 from 8 from the field after being 2 for 13 in the first half. Like she is special. When we talk about motor, when we talk about energy, when we talk about that will to win, A'ja Wilson's will to win is one of the best I've seen in all of basketball. She never gives up. She always plays hard to the last minute on the basketball court. And she is arguably going to go down, if she's arguably going to go down as probably the best wing player in WNBA history, if not the greatest wing player in WNBA history. That is the trajectory she's on. That's how special she is. And once again, the Fever and the Aces, so far early on in the season, both look like potential first-round exits. So they got a lot to figure out. The Fever have a lot to figure out. We know Caitlin Clark was hurt, and she's coming back from injury. Also, A'ja Wilson's coming back from a concussion injury as well, that she was out 3 games. But they have a lot to figure out because even though the Las Vegas Aces won this game, Jewel Lloyd she's not doing it for me. I'm sorry. She's played horrible this season. And I feel like they missed Kelsey Plum. I feel like Kelsey Plum was, other than A'ja Wilson, she was the swagger of that team. She just does things on the basketball court that she was a better fit next to Jackie Young than Jewel Lloyd, and next to Asia Wilson than she was a better fit next to Jackie Young and Asia Wilson than Jewel Lloyd is, because Jewel Lloyd she's kind of a chucker. Like, she's a good basketball player. She is a bucket, but I think the perception is different from the reality right now in this stage of her career. I think Kelsey Plum fit way better than Jewel Lloyd fits with the Las Vegas Aces right now. So Enforce the Fever, it's like I've yet to see a game where all of their big four are all playing well. Kelsey Mitchell, Natasha Howard, Aaliyah Boston, and Caitlin Clark. I've seen 2 out of 4 playing well. I've seen 3 out of 4 sometimes, but it seems like a game like this, Natasha Howard should have really been more of a factor. I think she only had 7 points. I don't know what the Indiana Fever are really doing to get her involved, because it's the lack of consistency in her game. This year's been very up and down, but I know she's coming on to a new team, a new situation. But right now, I'm not the Fever and the Aces. Even though it was a great game, I'm not really too sold on either one of those teams. So hopefully the Fever figure it out, because they have tremendous opportunity and tremendous talent on their roster. But losing to this Aces team is not really good. I'm sorry. They're not really good. The Indiana Fever were up 10 points, took the foot off the gas, and they allowed the Aces to come back and to dominate and to win this game 89-81. But it's your boy, Mike Smith. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you follow me on AKISS NBA and all the social media platforms. Always remember, faith without works is dead. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Lean not onto your understanding, and always acknowledge him, and he will direct your path. I'm gone, man. Peace.